Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. Last time we woke up from our Laguna sequence where we were trapped in some weird icy crystalline area. Anyway, that was weird. And in between episodes we gathered all the dragon fangs that I needed by fighting Grendels along the side. And of course we're going to run into battle on the very short trip over to Galbadia. Well, we got two new enemies, I guess I can show them off. We have Blood Soul and this guy. Yeah, this one. He has just basic elemental spells, if I recall correctly. The other guy can inflict... Wonder what that other spell is. Let's find out. Let's cast it on that guy. I have no idea what it is. It's zombie. I still don't care. We'll have somebody attack you, and then, well, that'll miss. Oh, didn't miss. Let's see if we can card this guy anyway. I have no idea how much HP they're going to have around here. Let's attack that one. Usually those ones are pretty weak. So I guess we'll see here. If it kills it, then too bad. No, it didn't kill it. Look at that. Now, one of the primary reasons why I've kept my levels as low as I have was specifically to get the drop from the Grendels, the Dragon Fangs. You can get those at higher levels, and if I didn't mention it in the previous episode, you can mug Elastoids if you happen to have already learned mug, so that you can get... what are they called? I think they're called homing lasers? Something like that. And if you get those, you can turn them into some of the things that I was farming cards for earlier in the game. It doesn't really matter. Seriously, how much frickin' HP do these things have? I don't want to kill them. It laughed at me? Stop laughing at me! What do we have here? You should have turned into a card already. Turn into a card, damn it. You berserk Squall, and Squall's gonna kill you. That's not helping. Well, something's dead. That's dead. Let's try this one more time, and... I don't think I can... Yeah, you don't have anything. Either turn into a card, or die. Well, I was gonna try and do other things, like remove the status effect. Oh, well, you're gonna get another attack in. And you die in interesting ways. The thing is, I still kind of want to keep my levels low, and they didn't get much experience anyway. But at the same time, there is a potential reason why you might want to increase your levels at this point. Oops, at this point in the game. And upcoming, there will be an optional boss where you can draw some really powerful spells, but you need to hit level 30. Level 30 is a long way off. So I've been questioning whether I'm going to make the grind and try and level up my characters. This optional boss is basically as soon as we get free control on the second disc of the game. And you could choose to do it and you could not. Like I said, I've been hemming and hawing since my test run about whether I want to do it or not. In my test run proper, I didn't do it. And there was a reason why I would have wanted to do it, but it's only one reason. And beyond that, it doesn't really matter. So, it's hard to say. I might show it off just so I can show off the most possible things. The weird thing in the middle. What do you guys say? Hey, you're stealing my catchphrase. Stop that. Completely different. Not really, it just has a bigger gate. Well, we saw a bunch of people. Of course Squall likes it quiet. Oh. So Quistis is going to deal with the introductions, I guess. Now remember, the Galbadian army are the ones who have been attacking us. Just keep that in mind. And we'll swap junctions there. Not that it really matters at the moment. Yeah, so we've said. There we go. I found a way in. Hey, there's a save point there. Oh, Well, that lasted all of 2 steps. Haste draw point! I already have hastes, but it's nice. We've got a nice sunroof going on there. I believe... Get out of my way. Get out of my way. I'm pretty sure I need to go this way. Pretty sure this is the way we're going this time. Yes? Yes, it is. Okay, good. We will explore this garden a little bit later, but for now, we've got some other stuff to do. Under the table sketchy deals, huh? This is the reception room. Alright, so let's go on in here. Well, that was, something. You're wondering about that. Oh, is that what they said? She just said she knew the headmaster. I'm not sure if I've ever gotten that line of dialogue. Talking to Zell advances the scene, which is... that's why my little bit of silence, I was just double-checking who I was supposed to talk to last. Trying to get as much dialogue as I can. Classified as an independent action. Well, isn't that nice? Zell must be so relieved. Well, he did do it all on his own, so he should. Oh. That was fast. Well, that escalated quickly. It makes sense that that would be one of the possible punishments for him, but that just kind of came out of nowhere, didn't it? Yes, you should be prepared. Cypher, I'm sure, was prepared for a lot of things. Not really, no. Yeah, I don't think anyone really, really liked him. Beyond troubled, huh? Wasn't a bad guy, but definitely troubled. Yeah, but he was kind of one of us. We did have him in our party for a little bit. So yeah, that was the primary reason why gaining levels for Cypher earlier in the game didn't really matter anymore, you know, because, well, I knew this was coming. Talking to Renoa is the trigger to advance, which is why I'm talking with her last. Full of infectious energy. You don't know. You thought you were in love with Cypher. If that was the case, why were you dancing with Squall at the party? I guess Cypher wasn't there because he didn't graduate, but why were you dancing with Squall? Last summer, huh? Lots of fond memories when you were 16. Yes, all the characters in this game are children or just turning adults. Squall's just going through what everyone has said in his mind here. You become just a memory. Huh, it's an interesting thought. That's what people do. That's what you do. You say whatever you want. This is what death is all about. Can I talk to you or not talk to you? Not for you. What won't you have? Yeah, what's wrong? Okay. Why you, yeah. I think he's gone a little crazy here. What's your dealio? Why does that bother you? I don't, like, to be quite honest, I might have a completely different reaction to this than a lot of people. I have no real idea, or I don't really care if people talk about me in the past tense, at least not with my current life experience. The idea of people talking about me when I'm not here doesn't do anything because I won't be here. That's the way I see it anyway. Other people may end up seeing it differently. I don't know. Yeah, we know it's there. You know what? We'll explore the garden after. Let's continue with the plot here. Oh, it's Raijin. Let me guess. There she is. What are you doing here? You're a messenger. This whole sequence is really awkward, by the way. New orders from Headmaster Sid. I've come with new orders. What's the order? I don't know. Are you fucking useless? Oh, so you had a missive. You gave it to the headmaster here. Yeah, this is why I was saying this sequence was awkward, because every time they say like one or two lines, they look at each other and nod, and it's just very uncomfortable and very strange looking. But yeah, it's really weird seeing them do that over and over again. Oh, right. Well, he wasn't really with us, but he did go to the same place. But yeah, we just heard. Well, somehow that doesn't surprise me. You don't believe it. Neither do you. To be quite honest, what we've seen of Cypher, he would be the most annoying guy. He'd be sitting there trying to wield a weapon. He'd be handcuffed, trying to just piss everybody off in the courtroom. Oh, you're gonna go find Cypher even though we don't know if he's alive or not. Head off to Galbadia. Well, isn't this technically Galbadia? Well, this is Galbadia Garden. When they say Galbadia, they mean, well, since there's only one city in Galbadia, other than, I guess, Timber, they're talking about the capital, which actually we'll be going to shortly. Anyway, please assemble at the front gate. Alright, we'll continue with more story stuff. There we go. Let's go meet. Yeah, some of our characters are running and others are walking. It's kind of odd. This garden is laid out very differently from anything else. It's kind of weird, just how convoluted this garden is compared to other gardens. It'll be less complicated that way. I forgot to talk to Quistis. Oh well. I try and get as much of the dialogue as I can. I do note on the back of Renoa's shirt there, usually her hair covers it up, but she's actually got like some angel wings printed on there, like little Cupid's wings. Just something interesting to note. You don't get a lot of opportunity to see it because her hair is usually in the way. But yeah, she's trying to emulate them, but she's a little on the slow side. Okay. So I guess all the gardens are kind of working together, kind of. They're kind of affiliated with one another, even if they are in a region where, say, in this case, Galbadia is kind of doing some shady things right now. Careful consideration of our options. Fully assist and cooperate with Headmaster Sid. Oh, what have you been planning? Yeah, we heard about that. We were almost there. No peace talks, only threats. So the reason why the sorceress does this, if you can kind of read between the lines from some of the events we've heard about, there was a sorceress war at some point in the past, where I don't think they've specified when, but there was a sorceress war at some point in the past, something to do with an evil sorceress leading somebody or some nation or some group against some other people. They haven't really been very clear on it. They just keep talking about a sorceress war. So the idea that the sorceress is kind of a symbol of fear makes sense in this context. Planning to use the fear to negotiate favorable conditions? Well, that would be politics. No, they're going to take over the world. Yeah, of course. Garden is no exception. Sorceress is planning to use Garden as her base. If that's the case, why are... Oh, so that's why you want in on whatever's going on. Oh, so you're putting all of your faith in 3 rookie seeds, a rebel faction leader who's failed, and a failed instructor who is now also a seed. Congratulations! We have an epic party! All we need now is some kind of dropout. Someone who's never accomplished anything. Someone who's not even a seed. Okay. Give him to Squall. Squall is still the leader going on here. Actually, Quistis has more experience. She should probably be the leader, shouldn't she? By means of a sniper. Wait a minute, what's going on here? You didn't tell me what actually was said in there. We don't have anybody with that skill. Oh? An elite sharpshooter from Galbadia Garden. Kinese, it's Irvin or Irvine, I think is technically how you should pronounce it. I always thought it was Irvin as a kid, but then again, I mispronounced everything when I was younger. Bang. So peaceful, so at ease. And he hunches over. So yeah, we've got a sharpshooter now. Is there a reason why you're dressed for the Wild West? Failure is not an option. Bang. Okay then, that was very strange and kind of uncomfortable. Yeah, what kind of orders did we get? I could have talked to everybody, but whatever. Direct order from both gardens. Assassinate the sorceress. Well, this is getting interesting. So we've got somebody who will be the sharpshooter, and we're just supposed to support him. So they're not leaving everything to us, they're leaving everything to him, and we're just supposed to help him get there. Okay, gotcha. Oh, they've got a contingency plan. This is good. Never miss your target, huh? Delling City is the capital. There we'll meet up with General Caraway. Go over the details for the plan. So apparently they've got a high-up general that they trust enough to orchestrate this assassination plan within his own country. There's a lot of politics that went into this that we completely skip on, which, to be honest, is probably for the best, at least in my opinion. I hate political talk in RPGs. It's the one reason why I have the opposite opinion to 99% of people, and I don't enjoy the story for Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't like any of the characters in that entire game, and all of the talk is about politics, and I have no interest. But back to this game. We need to choose a party. How's this? That's no good. I'll decide. Now, the interesting thing here is you notice that Irvine decided he was going to pick all the ladies to go with him. Well, depending on how you pick and choose which characters go with you, different sets of dialogue will come out of Irvine. If you choose all the guys, I think that's actually one of the more interesting ones. I've seen it more often, though. I can't remember. I'm trying to think if this is the first time you split parties in Final Fantasy VII that you got this line that I'm thinking of, or it's a line in this game. We're just going to go with it. Excellent choice, Mr. Leader. Ah, crap. I didn't get any interesting dialogue out of it. Must have been thinking 7. But yeah, if he's kind of... They haven't really gone over it yet, but he's kind of a ladies' man. He wanted to hang out with the girls. I think if you choose both the... and we'll cancel for more tutorial crap. But yeah, you can go into Switch at any time now and switch party members, which I will be doing. In fact, let's get Selfie back in there. At least for now. Yeah, that's probably good. These guys are mostly higher levels, so I'll pretty much junction accordingly. Ooh, I think they have my junctions anyway. Do they? They do! Look at that. Alright, well, we could move on now that we've got a party and a destination, but that's never the best thing to do whenever you can go forward. Instead of moving forward, we're going to set up a couple of things that I want to do in between episodes. Get out of my way, please. Thank you. Alright, first things first. Actually, walk onto the save point, please. Okay. I will explore the rest of the garden next time, but this time we want to take the right exit, and then we want to go over here to the left. This is the first place we want to go. This is the skating rink. We can't get in there. There is a drop point there. We won't be able to access that right now, but in time we will be able to do that. No, don't go out there. Here is a life drop point, which I don't need, but it's there. This guy, if you talk to him, heard about a hockey team made up of a bunch of monsters. We're going to play them next week. To be truth, kind of worried. Some of our guys might get killed. Interesting. You try to play cards with them. This guy plays with Trabia's rules because he's a transfer student from Galbadia Garden. So what happens if we mix rules with him right now is we'll be affecting the rules that are going to be in the Trabia region when we eventually go there. So we want to challenge this guy to a card game. I do note that they have 2 terrible rules here, the random rule and the plus rule. Depending on how you want to do this, you only want to get rid of one of those rules and also spread the open rule. So the open rule has spread. I'm going to go back and save. But before we go save, there's one thing I want to take care of first. And that's we want to get rid of Trabia's rules and we want to be holding Galbadia's rules again. Fastest way of doing that is to go over and talk to her and keep challenging her until she wants to play nice and she doesn't want to mix rules anymore. So now that we have Galbadia's rules, now later I'm going to go back to her because she's got level 6 cards and I want to win all of them. She can use level 6 cards. They have up to 8 strength instead of 7 like the level 5 cards did. So anyway, once we have Galbadia's rules, come back here, save, do a hard reset. Get ready for some more RNG manipulation. Okay, we're back. Now I'm going to show you straight from the menu here. We've done a hard reset, not a soft reset. We're loading up the file that I just saved over here, making sure that we grabbed Galbadia's rules ahead of time. Don't talk to anybody on the way. Go straight over here. Cross over here. In here, don't talk to anybody, don't examine the drop point, don't talk to this guy, challenge him to a card game. If we've done a hard reset, we've reset the RNG value to a known value. This known value just so happens, and this is particular to using Galbadia's rules. If you're holding somebody else's rule, this won't work. Go in twice, and random will be abolished from this region. Now, I actually looked up before the episode on how to do this, or if there was a good way of doing this, because I remembered in my test run struggling immensely to do this. It would keep spreading same or abolishing same over and over and over again. It was terrible. But as far as I'm aware, I've done this 5 times in a row now. This seems to be a surefire way of getting the random rule to abolish. Now, I've heard another one about basically getting the what's the word I'm looking for? If you abolish random and then get the rules back and save, come in here. Apparently, examining the draw point 17 times and then challenging them to a card game is supposed to get the RNG value to a set point where it will abolish the plus rule next. But remember, we don't want to abolish both, either the random or the plus rule. In my case, I prefer the random one, but it's entirely up to you. The reason why we want him to keep the plus rule is for later in the game, because later in the game we're going to want to use that as a way, it's going to be a rule that exists here that won't exist in another region, so that we can change that other region as well. And I'll get into why that happens later. But anyway, now that we've got that, I'm just going to challenge you until you stop asking to mix, and then I will show you at least one of the level 6 cards that she happens to have. Okay, we've got a couple of level 6 cards here. Now, the level 6 cards are interesting. Level 5 cards could only go up to 7 strength on any one side. Level 6 cards can go up to 8 strength, so we have to be a little more careful now. Now that we have the Siren card and the Ifrit card, these are going to be guaranteed spots over here and over here for pretty much the rest of the game. But the way that this works for me now is, since I can put her there on my first move, and 90% of the time the NPC is going to put a character here, I can either play Diablos or Cypher, or even, if I have to, like Ifrit's card or Zell's card, so that I can pretty much guarantee take this. I have that whole side and I'm protected. They're not going to be able to take me. I'm pretty much good to go. And that will be pretty much my strategy going forward. So we'll play defensively here and then play defensively there, and we had no way of losing that fight. Now, these are some of the level, well, the Shumi card I luckily happened to have gotten a rare one earlier in the game, but these are the level 6 cards that we can get here. They're all known as boss cards in the menu, if you take a look here. Let's see, nope. Yeah, so level 6 cards are all boss cards. These are the ones I've accumulated so far. I'm going to challenge her. I'm going to get the rest of the cards that I can from her, at least one of them, just so that we can say that we have them. And I'm going to do that in between episodes. And yeah, so next time we're going to explore the rest of the area, and then we're going to head on to Delling City. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.